welcome back everybody to the channel and to the iRacing AI JKR Mazda Cup Road to the Top, if I don't know what to call this series. There's a variation of that title every time. I try to take myself seriously when I say that, and I never can. Anyways, if you haven't already gone back and watched the previous races at, let's see, Daytona, Lime Rock, and Mid-Ohio, make sure you go do that. It'll kind of set the stage for where we are today and where we are. Before I get started, if you like this video or like any of the videos that you see on this channel, make sure you drop a like on this video and then go subscribe so you don't miss any of the action from this series or anything else I might post. Also, if my mic is having issues, I apologize. I've been through it many times. There's not a lot I can do about it this time, so I apologize about that. As far as today's race, we are at Road America. Yes, my home track in Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. We got same deal as usual. If you're not familiar with the series or how these things go, this series I have going right now, 20-minute races, just a single queue lap. So we're gonna have one shot at this here, and then it'll be 20-minute race, which will probably only be about 8 laps or so around here. I don't know exactly, but 7 to 8 laps would be my assumption. Which is fine. This is one of the longer tracks. I think it might be the longest track in the United States, one of the longer tracks in the world. 4 miles, obviously, or Le Mans. Even sports cars and prototypes take nearly 2 minutes to get around this place. So, a track I really like, obviously. All the way on the first gear for that turn 5. So yeah, that's what's up today. If you haven't already checked in the results from the first 3 races, I guess now this series, this is race 4 of 9, I believe. We have 9 total. Go back and watch those first 3, like I mentioned first. They are great events and kind of set the stage for where we're at here today. But we're hoping to continue the nice march we've been on of late, and then continue to move forward. Should be okay, but as I stated in the previous video at Mid-Ohio, oh geez, Justin, that was poor. Much twistier track Mid-Ohio is. This track is going to be, there's a lot of heavy brake zones, but it's also a lot of long straightaways, 3 significantly long straightaways, so going to be a lot of high speed, a lot of trying to break the draft. Not quite Daytona levels, that's a pretty extreme example of draft track, but this place definitely allows you to kind of hang in the toe. So, see how that plays out as we go throughout the race. Of course, it'll be 7 or 8 laps even. You don't get a lot of time to try to get big drafts off people and work your way up and make moves, but enough that it's not like a Lime Rock type track where 2 laps of traffic can lose you 4 seconds compared to everybody else. So here we come now to start our single flying qualifying lap. Off the final corner, turn 14, up the hill to the start finish line. I like sometimes sitting right here where before the pavilion is that grandstand, that little hut on the left there. They have some really good mac and cheese there. My girlfriend loves the mac and cheese they have there, and my brother likes some of the ice cream they have there, so we end up sitting down there. I also like to sit down here. A lot of the spotters sit. There's grandstands on the left that aren't rendered with my I don't know what you call it, graphics. But a lot of the spotters there use the top level of those bleachers, and I like sitting down towards the front. You can really see how fast the cars come into turn 1, and then all the way through the exit here and down towards this turn 3. And then there's a video board there as well. That's the other reason I like it. There's a video board to your left, like towards the turn 1 side of the track, where you can watch the rest of the lap from like a TV coverage. So you're not only seeing the cars when they come by. Obviously, a big road course, there was no TV. You'd only see them when they came by right in front of you. But it's nice they have that TV there so you can see everything. A little bit too deep there, I guess. 200 meters, I think it was. So keep that in mind, especially if we get some tow and get some tire heat. Third there to see if it was worth it. I think it was. We'll see. Oh, good. Again, some of these smaller corners like this, the kink and so on, are going to be flat in this car, especially once we get tire heat. So go, bury it off into turn 8. 7, 8, 8. Right? Yeah, 8. This is 9, the carousel. Again, almost flat, not quite. Gonna have a lift there to get the nose reset, turn back in. And flat all the way down to Canada corner, turn 12. Mazda Cups, I watched them race back in, what was that, August maybe? These real life, personally, I don't really tell them the sim from the cockpit's perspective, but they really sound like bees. So that was kind of cool, and I still can't think of dude's name that I know that races these things. Every time I think of it, it's not when I'm recording a video. And I get in the car and can't think of it. Y'all know I'm talking about. It's car number 5. Anyways, so it's cool. Actually saw some people from work there at the track that day. That was kind of cool to see them. And, you know, trying to open up my family, my girlfriend, my brother, his girlfriend, to more of the racing experience and get them to, at least on my level, love what I love. So I'm going to finish this lap, fairly easy lap. Nothing too crazy and complicated, at least when you're by yourself. We'll see if it ratchets up when we get to race pace. 2:35.5. Currently P1 on the boards. We'll see how that holds up here. Looks like a pretty competitive. Dale Jr. The faster car, Nate as well. So nice that we're able to kind of run up towards the front. We'll wait for a couple more to finish their laps before we advance this and get into the race. All right, Holden and Myers might have had an incident. Not just Myers, maybe Holden was back there. So we'll let him start last and we'll advance on. So we ran, let's see, about a second faster than 5th. So we'll see if Nate, Dale Jr., Christopher Bell can hang on to his 2.5-minute laps. Like I said, it's going to be like 8 laps, 7, 8 laps, depending. So we'll see. I don't want to check that. Don't need fuel for this one. Full pace lap, which is a point of controversy. This is actually a pretty old scan. Dated once or twice. It's an old scan as far as when the track was originally put into sim, so there is no short pace lap here, even though if there was a track besides Le Mans, or which there's a short pace lap at Le Mans, recent release, and then Nürburgring, which I believe there's a short pace lap. You don't have to do a full lap there, but this place not so much. So no short pace lap, no luxuries as far as not taking 5 minutes to drive on the track at 60 miles an hour and get everything warmed up and use a gallon of fuel. So that's all right. The problem shouldn't be an issue here today. Everything is all good. I don't remember in real life they run 45-minute races or an hour races, or what they run in real life in this series. I don't recall. I don't think I watched the whole thing. I don't think I was there for the whole thing. I think we came late. Just a little bit. We saw most of it. But there was a great path to finish line. That dude whose name I can't remember. We thought was going to be able to make a move from 2nd to 1st, and I think he ended up going from 2nd to 3rd on the last lap. So it's kind of how it plays out with the weird draft tracks. At this place, it's, you know, like even more magnified than it is on the sim. It's even possible, you know, past 6 cars. It just becomes a big draft fest, which you can't really do on the sim, as far as pushing at least, because, you know, in real life they're more controlled, not so fragile, not weird glitchy physics bounces, stuff like that. But in real life, it's definitely you get on the back of the guy in front of you if you're not going to pass, and you push him. So you get big trains and cars doing that, and sometimes it gets a little hairy and really downright dangerous, but for the most part, it's calm and controlled. So yeah, this is race number 4 of 9 in this series. We're going to be after this up hopefully about a third of the way through our career ladder. So it's going well. I hope everybody has enjoyed it so far from the Formula V series. That we were able to grab a championship in that. Go back and watch that if it's something you might enjoy, Formula V's. Then we moved up to Spec Racer Forward last season, and through some calamity at Olden Park and Sebring, grabbed the championship there as well. So again, if you enjoyed Spec Racer Forward and enjoyed this style of video, go back and check that out. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I haven't announced this, I guess, publicly yet, is the way to say it, but I picked up a new job this past week, starting that. So again, because I still try to get these videos out fairly regularly and fairly, respectable distance of time. I don't want one coming out on like a Sunday and then 2 weeks for another one to come out on like a Sunday. I'd like to get them out at least 2 per week. I'd try to get 3, maybe 4, depending on how things look in recording schedules. I'm a little bit ahead of recording right now, so when I'm recording this, you aren't going to see it for about a week. But nonetheless, I appreciate everybody that has known about my position and wish me well. So we'll cut into my sim racing and recording time and other things, but obviously we can make the bank, and maybe on this YouTube channel we'll see some more real life car stuff that comes along with that. I can get my hands on some different automobiles in the real world. So I digress. We'll not get ahead of ourselves too far here. Coming up through turn 12 there to 13 A and B here, and then through 14 up to the start finish line, and we'll get this puppy underway for like 8 laps or so, 7, 8 laps, probably 8 laps. So yeah, we gotta hold off Dale Jr. That's the main one. Been the championship rival for this whole season. I think he's finished second in all 3 races. So we'll try first gear here, see how that goes. Apparently that left lane is just gonna kind of go when they want. We'll get clear there and try to get some toe to these guys. Try to get Nate out ahead of Dale Jr. Be advantageous to us. So even down towards turn 1 there, you can really see how much the toe is impacting that. Junior does get passed by Christopher Bell there, who I looked on the entry sheet beforehand. Apparently his AI is like 19 years old, so make sense of that where you will. And now we get the first real big draft zone, so we'll see how they're able to suck up just a 3/10 gap here. So we really don't have any ability to break the draft even or really do anything to protect. We're going to get past either way, which way we go. So we're just going to hug drivers right here and accept the fact that he's going to get down the inside. Try to bounce back. Junior gets up the inside of Seabell there. Runs him out a little bit wide. All that work we did to get Seabell past Junior and the toe there on the front straightaway comes undone immediately. A little bit of a break there from Nate, so interesting that they're using a little bit of a drag to get the nose turned in. Try to get through the carousel well, because unlike a prototype or a GT car even, you're well flat with a big toe all the way down turn 12 here, so the exit of this corner, very, very important for trying to make a pass with a big draft. So try our best to get lined up. The nice exit we do for the most part. Junior is on us pretty tight with a nice toe. Oh, we ran wide there actually. Arrow push or whatever, I don't know. I missed my turn. I was paying attention to a lot of stuff. I figured it'd be easy flat. It wasn't. But just a mistake by me. Luckily, we kept it out of the fence. Catherine Light notably had a big car crash there about 15 years ago or so. So glad we're able to continue on. Still in third. That could have been really bad with our point situation even. But we've won the first 3 races. That could have been very, very bad. But we'll continue on. So. He's next there. Of course, the thing would be third. Junior has just as much toe as I do from Nate in front of him, so we're gonna almost be playing chess, not checkers here, trying to suck up on a car that's sucking up. So Nate's gonna go defensive into turn 1. Almost dropped Seabell behind us, not quite. Junior can break a little bit earlier to let Nate back in line. I'm gonna run a little bit wide again. Just a little shallow of an entry there for me. Good exit there. It's one of the better exits I've had. Trying to sneak up drivers left on Dale here. Again, we are gonna be stuck a little bit behind Nate here. Give him a little bit of a push if we can. bit further for that one. Junior trying to cut back. Couldn't make it stick. We'll try to sneak up the inside of Junior here. Up to turn 6 Corvette corner. We'll get up the inside. Nearly contact. Let him back through there. It's not only we want to fight, but we're actually really back to his left. Through there, he had to pinch a little bit more than I think he was anticipating, even I was anticipating. So we'll get back through him at turn 8. Kettle, no, hurry downs, my bad. Forgot where we were, that's hurry downs. Kettle bottom's down here somewhere. But of course, in that, we did lose Nate. We lost, not entirely, but we lost a second or so there, trying to stick around with Junior. Nice turn in, so again, easy flat there. Just have to keep in mind, maybe with the toe and some arrow push, that's not quite easy flat, so keep that in mind if that's a place we're right up behind Nate at any point. We actually did get a good run through there and closed up on him quite nicely a little bit with a little bit of draft, and we should have a nice bit of draft again on the front straightaway. Steve Bell is hooked back on with Jeff to the back of Dale Jr. That battle for third at the moment. Solid through there again. It's like a gap 6 break well behind Jason. That's the first real break in the big tow train. That could end up kind of pulling someone back or breaking away, it looks like. We're not going to get to get down the front stretch here. Lost a little bit of time, like I said, in with Junior in that battle, so. A little bit hot in there for Nate and myself, actually. Just a little bit too deep. Made up again about 2/10 down the straightaway there. There we go, plant the car nice and easy. On the straightaway, we should have another good stop here. Down the turn 5, heavy brake zone, downhill braking. We haven't been able to brake them bits a little bit so far. There's that run. As soon as you get it after a gear shift, it really will do along quite well. We're going to switch to the driver's right. Don't want to go in here too deep. We did anyways because Justin. Gonna head to his right here, Corvette corner, not exactly where we want to be. Let him go on the entry. Try to get a nice run back on him, we do. A whole lot of place to go there, just a lift. Again, you can get yourself more trouble than is good there. Again, Nate, very defensive, even though we didn't really have a run. I botched that one pretty good, actually, missed that corner. And Junior's back, 4/10 back now. Trying a little bit wider line here to try to cut in later like that. Cut in a little too early actually, but we're through there decent, got good power down. We're gonna do a slight blend through here on turn in just to make sure we stay on the road. Actually got through there very, very well. Again to driver's left. Junior's still kind of hanging on behind us. We might actually get clear right here. We will, but I'm not going to slam the door. I didn't feel confident enough to do that of where we positioned our car. So give that one back immediately, and now the train's all back together at the front. A little bit of a blend there. Check back on the splits again, and we're back to about 10 cars in this first group. Again, defensive from Nate. We don't want to get too big of a run too early, or we'll just be creating the run for everybody behind us. So left on the close battle at the line right there. We were only 0.007 behind. We saw that some at Daytona where you braked really mattered. Again, I don't really want to be on the outside for turn 1 or any of these corners really, but turn 1 especially. Trying to figure out how aggressive you can be. You don't want to be too aggressive at this point in the race. Still early. I don't want to put myself in a bad spot trying to win when we can, take second place points if they're on offer. So again, with a decent run here off of turn 3 down towards turn 5. Gonna have to go to driver's right again. We gotta run a little bit earlier this time. Still not quite clear here this time. We're gonna be clear, but it's gonna come right back into braking. We just gotta give that one up and make sure we can protect second place at this moment. I feel like this corner here coming up the right-hand kink down Hurry Downs is one of our better corners. For whatever reason, they're just needing a little bit of a lift right there to plant the nose. I feel good about our car through there. But again, it's not a very long straightaway, so it's not like I can just pull out and go right by him. It's good to know that we could send one if we had to there. Right, cross back under the Speedville Bridge. Like sitting over there. On the right, there's the go-kart track. One time I ran there, it was nice with my family. I went there again with brother, 2 girlfriends, and it was closed because it was raining. It was just barely starting to sprinkle, but more rain was coming and it ended up pouring pretty good, so it was fine. We didn't need to go spend, you know, $50 or whatever to go do that, especially if it was going to be raining. Yet another big run here. It's good as well through the kink there, and we are going to get clear and protect this time with the margin we have. So we are going to go over the driver's right to protect. Missed my corner there just a little bit. We're able to maintain keeping on the road and pass back for the lead. Took a couple laps more than I thought it would for sure. Over all the curbs. And slide off final corner. Now we play the game of, okay, you're the chasee. Should be just about halfway. Yep, so going to be an 8-lap race here. We've just gone past 30 seconds ago, half distance. But of course, you complete the last lap that you start, so going to be, looks like what I said, 8-lap race. So it's good to know, good to have. Junior's trying to look up the inside. Can't quite stick in there on Nate this time. Big fans of Nate DeSelms right here, trying to push Junior back, even if it's just one spot. Nice late apex there. Try to put the power down nice and smooth. See if Nate is able to get that same run that we were getting the last few laps through here. Again, I don't think we're going to just really defend this really hard. We're pretty hopeless either way. Either way it goes. I mean, he's going to get to us, next to us before we even get to the brake markers. So last lap, you might defend that, but we're not going to defend it right now. How big the draft is around this track, there's not a whole lot I can do. So better to settle in the second and start over again than get ourselves in a crash for no reason. A little bit wide there by me, but it's all right. Again, here, going to get a nice run. Little lift there just to make sure we got the nose pinned in. Wanted to go left, so he's going to get covered off or be on at least a very tight line, so we'll back out of that one and come back at him. These cars are fun to drive around here. It's I like the Pontiac, but its flaw in my mind, its only real significant downfall is its weight and its reluctance to change direction. Great learning car, great momentum car, but not a car that you can just toss around and really truly you know, have good racing with in a tight knit capacity like this car is. So they're different in that regard. I enjoy both, obviously. They'll push here. We're gonna have to. We didn't have to run quite through the kink there, so. Junior's actually going to look to the inside here through Canada corner. Try to get the exit. We're going to be side by side through 13 here. He's going to hold him out, turn in nice. Use that slide and the grip from these nice tires, racing tires, to complete that one, no problem. Actually, a great run out of that last corner by me. We actually carry a little bit less entry speed. So can we pass before the start-finish line here? That's the question. The answer is yes. Good to know. A desperate situation there that you can make that pass. A little bit of a squeeze there by me, but we're able to grab the lead back again. side by side behind us. Gonna stick to driver's left, try to help Nate out because they probably won't catch us this lap. Nate is actually going to get that place cleared, so they're not going to really have enough run this lap to come back at us strong. Junior now under attack from Christopher Bell. They're going to be able to maintain this one down into getting a little squirrely on their brakes. I feel like I have a little bit too much rear brake there, but that's okay. See, Bell is actually going to get through Junior here on the run to turn 6. Wonder if Junior is going to continue to fall or if he's going to be able to find a place in line. Looks like he's going to get in front of Jeff. He does. So it's going to be 2 laps to go when we come back here. And Seabell has entered the story as a contender. It's one of my early season favorites for running well, just based on a quick look at the entry list. But it didn't really materialize in 2 of the first 3 races, so trying to claw back some points here. Nate, of course, is very strong at Daytona. These tracks seem to suit him, his aggressive style with the toes, so cut that a little bit too tight. Got wheel just barely off track there on the curb. Should be no contest up through here. First time we've led comfortably through there. So we're going to have no contest down in the Canada corner, turn 12. Sliding a little bit under braking there. This car doesn't really like extremely heavy braking like that. It's fine, but it's not like it has ABS that locks on like a Pontiac does or anything. Like you can use your whole pedal and not feel a thing. It's not really like that. So front tires just starting to go a little bit. That's fine, no problem. Fuel light blinking. Looks like seatbelt is holding up Junior just a little bit. So they'll battle down towards turn 1. On the chip there a little bit for me, just a miss shift. Seatbelt still holding off Junior as Nate sucks up on the back of us. Down in turn 1, second to the last time. Probably a little bit aggressive there. Christopher Bell still trying to hang Junior out. Looks like he's held on for the moment for 3rd place. A little bit of an overdrive there by me. One more quick downshift. I was in there a little bit too deep, so definitely going to give Nate the big run he needs down towards turn 5. We'll try to, again, defend to the right. We're not in a position to do anything about it at this time. He's not in the draft, though. That's interesting. He's still going to get there. Guess we could have protected that one. I expected him to tuck back in and get a big toe, but again, just going to let him go there. I know we got the gap to Seabell, so not about that one at this moment. Going to go defensive again. They're just letting everybody else catch back up at this point. Not a whole lot of reason to do that. Jason's actually moved up to 5th from 7th. They didn't get up to turn 6 there at all that time. Junior is now separated from Greg West back behind them. They got a nice battle for 5th going on there. So it's just he and Seabell for 3rd behind the 2 of us here at the moment. Let's not drop a wheel. Spin out there. Just got a little bit out too wide there. Gonna be in serious trouble here. We're probably not going to be able to recover to win the race. But we do need to get back in front of Dale Jr. if we can. It's going to be a tall ask in just 1 lap, but we're going to have to conquer up some magical strength here. I just tried to get a little bit too much on the outside edge and turn in late and just barely drop the left rear wheel there. Definitely going to have to get back in the toe, hopefully down this front stretch a little bit, and try to find some way to get back to 2nd place here is really our goal now. We're not going to make up 4 seconds in 1 lap, so. Alright, we need 1 killer lap here. Any bit of toe will help. 2 seconds we gotta make up to get back ahead of Junior for 3rd place here on the podium. Big mistake by me, obviously. Just miscalculation slightly. I mean, just the slightest drop of the wheel. They can get battling here, that would really help me out actually, even just a little bit. Any bit of tow here would be nice, so any little bit we can grab off the back of Junior's car, especially while they're side by side, is really going to help us down here through turn 5 even, especially if they're neck and neck in there. It's like they are, they're pretty much dead even actually. A little bit deep by me. It's fine, we'll just let the car roll out, rotate again. Should be able to get a nice run through this turn 7 complex down towards Hurry Downs. Hopefully getting the tow to be able to make a move on Junior. Yeah, I got the carousel right this time though. A little bit wide, we're going to stay in it. Drop a wheel just slightly. A little more conservative through there that time. Still should get a really nice run here. We're going to just keep it pinned. If we die, we die. Going to keep it flat through here. Oh yeah, just barely keeping it on the road. Go to the right here, give ourselves a shot, hopefully at Seabell down in the last corner. Hope I'm in there way deep and took out Dale Jr. Or sorry, took out Christopher Bell. That was just in there too deep for what I could handle. That was not good. Poor on my part, but I went for it. We're going to get back to second place and just make up the 1 point. We really needed one more good lap there to have a shot. Nate, I thought there was no way from 4 seconds, but we made up about 2 seconds on that lap. Junior's going to be too far back to get us. Bell is going to hold on to 4th, it looks like. So we got back to second. I threw it all away in the last lap and a half, but I'm guessing we're going to pick up a penalty for that. And at Road Atlanta, we might have to start the tail of the field or something, so. Just a mistake on my part. Dropped the wheel and then went in super hard. I'll go back and watch whatever the heck I just did. I didn't feel like I was in particularly deep. We'll have to look at it from above here. But obviously it was deep enough that I missed everything. Make sure this is it. Alright, so we're coming down. We got alongside Junior here well before the brake zone. Really didn't brake that much later. There, the car just started sliding on me, and I probably would have been okay if he hadn't been there. I pulled a similar move about 2 years ago on a guy in a Cadillac, an Iberian guy. He probably doesn't watch this, and only a couple people probably remember. I don't remember who exactly I was racing with that night, maybe Damien or Adam. And he came over here on the left side of the track, and I'll get rid of the second point. Left side of the track, and he braked, whatever the brake marker was, our usual brake marker. Let's say it was 200. I knew from the race, he and I had broken away, and I knew I could go a little bit deeper than that. I just wasn't going to show him my hand. And I was in there deeper and made this pass, and as we came along here through the corner, he was still over here, and I actually cleared him and slid out onto the rumble strips. In front of him, he couldn't cross me back on the run to turn 13. So, clean pass. It was a dive bomb, but I didn't hit him or anything. So, I think it would have been okay, like I had previous laps if I had hit Christopher Bell, obviously. Ran them over essentially. But, I want to make that pass. We probably could have got set regardless, but obviously we gave the point back to Junior behind us. So I just barreled in there over my head. He was there. So, just one of those things. Mistake on my part, and we'll see how it goes. The other one, Road America was the third. But I didn't win Road America. It says the win at Road America was the third. I didn't win. I don't know what that means, but that's all right. Yeah, so we got 4 races down, 5 to go. Finished up for second place. Didn't have the best lap, obviously. We didn't have any faster laps that we ran. Yeah, so we're going to head into Road Atlanta and another kind of draft track, not as much, but we're going to see how that goes. So 4-point lead now on Junior, back to 13 points back to Nate, 16 to Seabell, and it's kind of fallen off from there. So yeah, that's not the way we wanted that one to go, but you know, that's racing sometimes, I guess, just a mistake on my part. But yeah, so we'll go on to Road Atlanta for the 5th race of the season next time out, and hope to recover a little bit there. I expect a penalty that will be coming. And we have had a couple of phone calls from Formula 3 teams as well, so that's something to keep an eye on. But yeah, so getting calls from some other racing series for next season if we can continue to run well in Mazda Cup, and we'll see how Road Atlanta goes next time out. So not the race we wanted today, but could have gone a lot worse, so we'll take it. So thanks so much to everybody for all support, family, friends, sponsors, supporters, and until next time, bye.